Hello, hi, welcome. Obviously you clicked on this video because this is like the first ever debut I have of my PNGTuber here, named Yawnito. And obviously my name is Oscar. Um, it's kind of odd for someone to do a debut and show off their face and stuff like that. I don't know if many other people do that or not, but obviously I'm not really shy to show off my face. I'm not really like, like I don't really want to hide my identity because overall it's just like it doesn't really matter to me. And you're like, then why would you do a VTube? Like not VTube, uh PNG tuber. Actually it's a funny story. It's because I don't really like seeing my face, you know? That's pretty much why I'm doing this. Because honestly, I don't mind if I talk to the side or like to the other side. The problem is like my front view, you know? I don't like seeing my double chin in videos. So I'm like, it makes it harder for me to edit. And I'm like, I don't like seeing my double chin. So obviously I made this little blog being like, yep, this is gonna be pretty much it. Whenever I'm like recording stuff for like a very long time. And like whenever I say that story to me, like in my brain, whenever anyone asks me, like, "Oh, Oscar, you're not really camera shy. Why would you do like a PNG tuber and all that stuff? You can do it for whatever reason. You don't really need like a good solid reason." My reasoning was because I didn't want to see my double chin, and literally, it just reminds me of that scene from American Dad. If you guys can relate, please like tell me. But literally, it's like Roger saying oh, make sure you get a good side of me. That's the trick question. Like both sides are good. The problem is like the front view. That's pretty much how I'm like. That's pretty much what I think of most of the time whenever I tell this story. But without further ado, obviously this is the debut. This is just a showcase of my little model over here, my little blob representing me. Usually on this channel you guys are seeing right now, obviously you guys are just gonna see my face most of the half of the time. I know, sad. You're like, then what's the point of you making the PNG? Well, fellow viewer, whoever clicked on this video, that's the thing. The reason why I made this PNG tuber was mostly for my gaming channel, which you guys should definitely check out because I will be posting my first ever video on Yawnito Gaming. Bam! If I ever put it anywhere on the screen right now. But yeah, you guys will mostly be seeing this little PNG mostly in half of the gaming channels that I do. Like anything I do gaming content, anything that I do outside of me just yapping and talking, you're just gonna see this little guy representing me, you know? Stay repping. But also, without further ado, damn, that was so awkward. I'm gonna have to cut that part out because I'm I was about to stutter and everything. But this is a good way for you guys to know me, you know? I stutter a lot here and there, obviously, and I'm just like, damn, I'm gonna have to make a lot of cuts out of this video. I really am. I really am gonna have to making a lot of cuts. But without further ado, without further ado, obviously this isn't a debut if it without the showcase. So I did do a lot of like emotes with this because I was like, dude, it would just be awkward just to see my little blob like moving constantly and without any like expression, any movement. Because that's not me if anything. So I did buy a Steam Deck, a Stream Deck, whatever it's called. Look how cute it is. And I made a lot of like emotions or like emotes, whatever these things are called, you know? I'm not really like technical with words and stuff like that, but without further ado, like I keep saying, you have this like proud kind of like praise. It's like, dude, I'm doing great. Thank you, thank you. We have this one, a yapper. Whenever I'm feeling like talking, being like, oh, I just want to yap, you know, yada yada yada. Or whenever I'm like, oh yeah, you know, yelling something like that. That's how I feel most of the time. Whenever I feel angry, this is like the one I always press. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm so mad. I was about to say like I really get mad, but that's a lie. That's literally a lie. I get mad most of the time, but literally relax. Everyone gets mad here and there in games, but you know. And then we have a gloomy one whenever I feel like down or like just depresivo. I'm like, dude, honestly, could not do it. We have the one that's like love. I'm like, dude, I love that. I love this. It's like, oh my god, thank you, Pookie, for saving me. Something like that. That's why I made this little love like emote. we made this like waiting one, which when I was creating it, I thought it was gonna be good. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat this up and everything. But literally, the problem with this one is that you can rarely see it on the green screen whenever like it's playing in the background, and you can rarely see it in the video. So literally, this is just mostly like a waiting screen now for me whenever I use it. We have a nerd one whenever I'm like, actually, guys, I locked in, something like that. And it's just like, I don't know. I love this kind of nerdy kind of look. And obviously, I have like, what's up? What's up? You see that, dude? That's honestly so cool. It's just like, oh, oh. What about it? What about it? And obviously, I have my healing one. It's just like, oh, heal, wear peace, because mostly in half the games, if anything, whenever I play like, if there's like any role, I'm mostly gonna be in support. That's mostly like the role I'm like targeted towards. So obviously I had to add a healing one, a healing like emo and stuff like that. And I also have a mute one because sometimes whenever like I'm just speechless, whenever I'm like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing, I just gotta go mute because I'm like, dude, I'm not saying nothing. It's silent on my part. And that's currently all the ones I have currently. And literally, just me creating these, I was like, dude, I gotta create more because I do so much other things that I never thought that I do. Like for example, I was thinking like, oh, I need to add a burping emote because I burp a lot, and I didn't realize that until like like whenever I start recording, I'm like, oh, I need a burp, give me a second, and then I would burp. Another one I was thinking about was maybe, damn, when you're finally like saying it out loud, you kind of just forget like what the things were you were gonna say. It's kind of embarrassing. Ciao. Anyways, uh, there were definitely other like emos. I was like, damn, dude, I wish I created this instead of this. And obviously, I'm just like really proud of myself that I at least took the step forward to start this video because I would be the type of person that would mostly say like, oh, I can't do this if I don't have this. I can't do like I don't know. It would make me so frustrated because literally I always wanted to like post a video. I always wanted to like talk about like this little creation like literally behind me because literally my excuses were, oh, I can't start a YouTube channel without a laptop. I got a laptop finally, like for some years now. Oh, I can't do recordings without a microphone. I got like the cheapest microphone. Like, oh, I can't do it if I don't have a console. I got a consoles. I can't do it if I don't get a monitor. Dude, I have a monitor. Dude, I can't do it if I don't have an iPad. iPad, hello. I can't do it if I don't have a good camera. Dude, I'm using my iPhone for goodness sakes. Oh, I can't do it if I don't have a Stream Deck or a model or this or that. I'm like, dude, I come up with so much excuses for me not to post a video, and it literally frustrates me. It frustrates people that I talk to being like, "Oh, I would love to do YouTube, but I'm too scared. I'm too like nervous to start doing anything." And then literally I feel like they're getting a little fed up too with me being like, "Oh my god, Oscar, just you need to have the balls to finally do it." And I'm like, "You know what? You're right." And I keep recording videos, but I never post them because I was never happy with like the end result. I was never happy with like, oh, this doesn't look good. This doesn't represent me and all this and all that. And literally I had to reset like, dude, it almost took me 2 years for me to find a good like PNG model that I actually liked because I was just like such a like perfectionist. Is that the word? Perfectionist? That's the word. For me to be like, oh, yes, this is it. This is finally it. And stuff like that. Dude, it frustrated me so bad because I couldn't say the right words. I couldn't do the right expression. I hated the way I looked. I hated the way I talked. I hated the way, dude, I hated a lot of things. I really did. And it frustrates me. And I know that other people feel this way too. And whenever I watch a video about people saying like, "Oh, just do it, just go for it, just," it's just like, oh, as much as I would love to, as much as I would like, oh, I don't know how to explain it. As much as I yearn for it, it's just something I'll just watch from afar, And it just like frustrates me. And now I'm here finally doing it because I'm like, dude, I have everything that some people don't even get to have and stuff like that. And I'm just so frustrated because, dude, I was that one person that would be like, oh, I wish I had all this equipment. I wish I was the type of person to have all this. And I do, and I'm still not making it. Like, make it make sense, you know? So this is literally me just going out and being like, yeah, hello. Hi. This is the first ever video. Well, obviously, I already posted the first video because I felt pressure to. I might just erase it and redo it with this one because this one feels a little bit more proper. This feels a little bit more like me, you know? I was able to talk more like fluently. I was able to talk more confidently. Which honestly, kind of proud of myself. Okay. Press that little one. Thank you. Press that one. Thank you. Which, by the way, I still need to practice like pressing these buttons because sometimes I don't press them, and it's just like me sticking with like one emote in the background most of the time. So obviously, with a little practice, I'll get there. But still, I there's things here and there, you know. But anyways, I think that's it, and I hope y'all will stick around and watch this journey of me just talking about most of the things I'll talk here. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about that. Oh my god, my bad. But mostly what this channel was made for was mostly for vlogs, mostly for podcast videos talking about mostly video games, mostly almost half the things I'm interested in, which is mostly like nerdy stuff, mostly things that considers me as like a chud, but like who knows, who cares, you know? But either way, I hope this video like made you guys want to watch more of me, and I hope this encourages you also to start making your own videos, you know? Because literally, like what the hell, just start doing it. You don't need all this equipment that I have. You don't need anything. You just need a camera and, you know, start recording. Because honestly, if I could say anything to like past me, I would be like, get that camera out and start recording, buddy, because nothing's gonna happen if you don't start doing something right now. I know this was supposed to be more like a debut about my little character over here, but like, there's nothing like, there's really anything to talk about, you know, about it. It's just that this character will represent me, and I adore it. I really do. And well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all in another time. Peace out. Bye.